Here is the East Room of the museum. We are greeted by our receptionist, Amelia. She's had the same expression for years, but we still love her. In this case, you'll find an extensive collection of Mr. Good's pins from his many years at the Reno Air Races. Many friends of the museum have donated detailed models of aircraft. A favorite is the B-17 Flying Fortress. Another favorite model is the German Me-262 from World War II, and the F-4 Phantom that saw service in Vietnam. Across the top of the case, we see a group of commercial aircraft inspired by Jim Good and his son's years in commercial aviation. There are a few oddities in the museum that always draws questions. Notably, is that a real bomb? This is just one of a few 100-pound bombs that have been found from across the test range that used to be near this airbase. People are still finding them to this day. In the glass case in the back of this room, you will find a group of World War II uniforms. From the right is a woman's Army Air Corps uniform that predates the creation of the U.S. Air Force. The woolen texture of the uniform reminds us of how uncomfortable they used to be to wear. Next is a Navy uniform from the USS Nautilus. The USS Nautilus, SSN 571, was the world's first operational nuclear-powered submarine and the first submarine to complete a submerged transit of the North Pole on August 3, 1958. The captain's uniform from the Army Air Corps greets us next. This is the kind of uniform worn by the B-17 bomber captain. On the uniform, you'll see the Army Air Corps' wings on the lapel. You might note that more than a couple of the mannequins are ladies. These were donated by local Casper department stores. Lastly in the case is the uniform Jim Good wore. Jim was in the 1st Infantry Division in the Army during the Berlin airlift and is considered a Korean War veteran. You might have been wondering about the flag on the wall behind the uniforms. This is a special flag. The flag is a 48-star flag and predates Alaska and Hawaii's entry into the United States. This flag was donated by Richard Whipple. Just around the corner from the uniforms, you'll find more interesting aircraft models with a wall full of aircraft photos and even NASA memorabilia. The thing that draws the most attention, however, is the large chunk of trapezoidal-shaped glass. The glass is part of the cockpit of a German Me-109. This Me-109 was restored by Jim Good after an accident in the filming of the movie The Battle of Britain. It was restored by Mr. Good a second time after a crash in Casper. In total, the plane was restored 4 times and is now in the Airbus Industries Museum in Germany. The plane is flown under the name Red 7 at air shows across Europe. Just when you think you've seen everything, in the East Room you'll find yourself staring at an odd-looking goggle face. This Russian pressure suit, donated by Jim Good's nephew Shane Good, is the type worn by Russian pilots to keep from blacking out during high-G maneuvers. The suit compressed the pilot's lower body and kept their blood from pooling and causing blackouts. Now, let's see what's in the next room. Follow me.